What if your body has been whispering warnings to you for years, but no one, not your family doctor, not the specialists, not even those glossy television ads pushing pills like Candiver taught you how to hear them? That quiet disappearance of morning erections, the subtle dip in your energy or drive, or the growing emotional gap in your relationships isn't just a natural part of getting older. It's not only about testosterone levels either. The real culprit is often blood flow. Ignoring these signals doesn't just jeopardize your intimate life, it could put your heart, brain, and long-term health at risk. I'm Dr. James Carter, a urologist with over 30 years of experience helping men in their 60s, 70s, and 80s not only restore their sexual vitality, but also rediscover their confidence, energy, and connection to life. And the best news? You don't need invasive procedures or another prescription to do it. Just the natural power of food, movement, herbs, stress management, and hydration. Most men assume that sexual performance hinges on hormones, but the truth is far more empowering. It's about your blood vessels. When you learn how to nourish, protect, and strengthen them, everything shifts. Your sleep improves, your performance strengthens, your mood lifts, and your relationships deepen. In this video, I'll guide you through practical, science-backed strategies to naturally enhance blood flow to the penis and throughout your body. No gimmicks, no shortcuts, just real tools you can start using today to transform your health and vitality. If this message speaks to you, type 1 in the comments below. If it doesn't, type 0. Your feedback helps me create content that truly supports your journey. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another doctor-backed tip crafted for men like you. Let's start with a critical truth that every man over 60 needs to understand. Your ability to achieve and maintain strong erections depends entirely on healthy blood flow. It's not about willpower or some mysterious decline, it's pure biology. I'll always remember Carl, a 68-year-old retired firefighter who walked into my office with his head bowed. "Doc," he said softly, "I don't feel like a man anymore." It wasn't about pride or vanity. It was about losing the ability to connect with his partner and feel like himself. Carl's struggle wasn't just about age or low hormones. It was rooted in poor circulation. The penis is a vascular organ, meaning it relies on blood vessels that are open, flexible, and robust to function properly. When you were younger, your arteries were like wide-open highways, delivering blood efficiently. But over time, factors like poor diet, inactivity, stress, or the natural wear of aging can narrow those highways into congested, winding paths. The result? Less blood reaches the penis, leading to weaker erections, frustration, and sometimes emotional distance in relationships. What's even more critical is that the penis often acts as your body's canary in the coal mine. Before heart issues surface, or you're diagnosed with conditions like high blood pressure, signs of poor circulation may show up in the bedroom: fewer morning erections, slower arousal, or avoiding intimacy without fully knowing why. These aren't just personal challenges. They're early warning signals from your body. The great news is that this process is reversible with natural approaches. By making intentional, consistent changes, you can reopen those blood vessels, restore function, and rebuild confidence. Over the next few minutes, I'll walk you through 7 key pillars to enhance blood flow naturally, from what you eat to how you move and manage stress. Let's dive into the first pillar, your diet. 1. Your diet, the foundation of blood flow. What you put on your plate directly shapes your blood vessels. I once met Tom, a 71-year-old grandfather and avid golfer, who came to me feeling frustrated about his fading energy and intimacy. During our consultation, I asked, "What's a typical dinner for you?" He grinned sheepishly and said, "A burger, fries, and a sodomy go-to after a long day." We both laughed, but then he asked, "Does it really make that big of a difference?" The answer is an unequivocal yes. Every bite you take either fuels your arteries or slowly clogs them. Diets high in processed meats, refined sugars, and fried foods like much of the standard American diet are a leading cause of erectile dysfunction in older men because they trigger inflammation, stiffen blood vessels, and impair circulation. To reverse this, I recommend embracing a Mediterranean-style diet, which isn't a quick-fix trend but a sustainable way of eating rooted in whole, nutrient-rich foods. Picture your plate brimming with extra virgin olive oil, leafy greens like spinach or arugula, fatty fish like salmon or mackerel packed with omega-3s, legumes like lentils or chickpeas, and vibrant berries loaded with antioxidants. These foods reduce inflammation, improve arterial flexibility, and promote robust blood flow. For example, Carl, the firefighter, started small by adding a handful of spinach to his morning eggs and swapping chips for a handful of walnuts. Within 6 months, he told me he felt more energized and connected than he had in over a decade, not just in the bedroom but in his daily life. Practical tip: start with one change this week. Try adding a colorful vegetable, like broccoli or kale, to your lunch or dinner. Replace sugary drinks with water or herbal tea. If you're a meat lover, swap red meat for grilled fish twice a week. These small shifts compound over time, supporting not just your sexual health but your heart and brain too. Consistency, not perfection, is the goal. 2. Natural supplements, allies for vascular health. Early in my career, I was skeptical of supplements, trained to rely on prescriptions, surgeries, and lab results. But after decades of working with men who wanted lasting solutions without side effects, I've seen the transformative power of certain natural compounds. Harold, a 72-year-old retiree, came to me frustrated with the side effects of erectile dysfunction medications. "Doc, I want something that helps me every day, not just for a few hours," he said. That's when we turn to targeted supplements that support blood flow from the inside out. Here are 5 key nutrients I recommend. Vitamin D. Beyond its role in bone health, it helps blood vessels stay pliable and relaxed, improving circulation. Low levels are linked to arterial stiffness, common in older men. L-arginine. This amino acid boosts nitric oxide, a molecule that signals blood vessels to dilate, delivering more blood to the penis and other tissues. Vitamin E acts as an antioxidant, protecting blood vessel walls from oxidative damage caused by aging or poor diet. B vitamins, B6, B9, B12. These support nerve function and prevent plaque buildup in arteries, keeping them clear for optimal blood flow. Iron. Essential for oxygen transport, ensuring erectile tissue and other organs get the oxygen they need to function. These supplements aren't magic bullets, but when combined with a healthy lifestyle, they can amplify your efforts. Harold started a regimen tailored to his needs, and after 3 months, he returned beaming, saying, "Doc, I feel like I've got my spark back." Before starting supplements, consult your doctor, especially if you're on medications like blood thinners or have conditions like high blood pressure. A simple blood test can identify deficiencies. Low vitamin D or iron is surprisingly common in older adults. Practical tip: if you're considering L-arginine, start with a low dose, 500 milligrams daily, and pair it with a nutrient-rich diet for best results. 3. Movement, the ultimate circulation booster. Exercise is like a natural Viagra, and its benefits go far beyond the bedroom. I met Roger, a 69-year-old accountant who believed his active days were behind him. "Doc, I walk to the mailbox and back. That's my workout," he said with a wry smile. Deep down, he missed feeling strong, capable, and engaged with life. Roger didn't need a pill, he needed to move. Physical activity, especially exercises that elevate your heart rate, revitalizes your cardiovascular system. High-intensity interval training, HIIT, doesn't require a gym or fancy equipment. It can be as simple as brisk walking for 30 seconds, resting for a minute, and repeating for 10 to 15 minutes. This wakes up your heart, strengthens blood vessels, and boosts circulation. Exercise also naturally increases testosterone, reduces stress hormones like cortisol, stabilizes blood sugar, and lowers inflammation, all critical for sexual health and overall vitality. It reconnects you with your body, fostering confidence that radiates into every area of life. Roger started with 10-minute daily walks, gradually adding light bodyweight exercises like squats, lunges, and stretches. 2 months later, he walked into my office with a spring in his step, standing taller and smiling more. "I didn't think something so simple could make me feel this alive," he said. The beauty of movement is its ripple effect. It strengthens your heart, clears your mind, and enhances sexual confidence. Practical tip: if you're new to exercise, start with a 10-minute walk after breakfast or dinner. Gradually incorporate 2 to 3 minutes of light bodyweight exercises like chair squats or wall push-ups 3 times a week. If mobility is an issue, try seated exercises or gentle stretching. The goal is to move consistently. Your body will thank you. 4. Herbal allies, nature's support for vitality. Herbal remedies have been used for thousands of years, long before modern drugs, and some remain powerful allies for men's health. I recall James, a 74-year-old widower, who found love again later in life. He came to me, hesitant but hopeful, saying, "Doc, I want to show up fully for her and for myself, without synthetic fixes." We explored herbs that support blood flow and libido, and 3 stood out for their science-backed benefits. Panax ginseng, Asian ginseng. Known to enhance blood flow and sensitivity, it boosts nitric oxide production, helping vessels relax. Studies show it can improve energy and desire in men. Yohimbe, derived from the bark of a West African tree, it stimulates blood flow and nerve response. It's potent, so start with low doses and always consult a doctor, especially if you have heart conditions. Horny goat weed. Its active compound, icariin, supports blood vessel relaxation and responsiveness, improving circulation and sexual function. James began with a low-dose herbal blend under my supervision. After 6 weeks, he shared, "I don't just feel better in the bedroom, I feel more alive in every moment." Herbs aren't mystical cures, but they work by supporting your body's natural systems. Choose high-quality, third-party tested products to ensure purity, and discuss with your healthcare provider to avoid interactions with medications. Practical tip: if you're curious about herbs, start with a small dose of Panax ginseng, 200 to 400 milligrams daily, and monitor how your body responds over a few weeks. 5. Stress management, reconnecting mind and body. Stress can silently sabotage your sexual health, even when your physical health is on point. Walter, a 73-year-old patient, had perfect lab results, normal blood pressure, healthy cholesterol, and an active lifestyle, yet his erections had faded. As we talked, it became clear that stress was weighing him down. After losing his wife and caring for an adult son with health challenges, he was sleep-deprived and emotionally drained. "I'm doing everything right. Why isn't it working?" he asked. The answer lay in his nervous system. Chronic stress floods your body with cortisol, tensing muscles, constricting blood vessels, and putting you in survival mode, where intimacy is the last priority. Sexual health is deeply emotional, not just physical. Anxiety, grief, or constant busyness can make your nervous system too tense for arousal, leaving you feeling numb or disconnected, even with a supportive partner. Managing stress doesn't mean avoiding responsibilities. It's about giving yourself space to recharge. Simple practices like deep breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 8. Gentle walks in nature, journaling your thoughts, or sharing a laugh with friends can reset your system. Massage, meditation, or even listening to calming music can also help. I encouraged Walter to treat rest like a prescription, starting with 10 minutes of deep breathing daily and prioritizing a full night's sleep. Over time, as his stress eased, his desire and energy returned like a long-lost friend. Practical tip: try a 5-minute mindfulness practice each morning. Sit quietly, focus on your breath, and let thoughts pass without judgment. If stress feels overwhelming, consider talking to a counselor or joining a support group to share your experiences. Small moments of calm can unlock profound changes. 6. Hydration, the unsung hero of vitality. Hydration is a cornerstone of health that's often overlooked. Eddie, a 66-year-old patient, came to me feeling tired, foggy, and frustrated by his fading erections, despite improving his diet and exercise. When I asked, "How much water do you drink daily?" he laughed and said, "Does coffee count? Maybe a glass or two of water." It's a common oversight, but dehydration can sap your energy and slow circulation. Your blood is over 90% water, and your muscles, tissues, and erectile tissue rely on proper hydration to function optimally. When you're dehydrated, your blood thickens, circulation slows, and sexual response becomes sluggish or non-existent. As we age, our thirst signals weaken, so you may be dehydrated without feeling thirsty. Aim for half your body weight in ounces of water daily. For a 180-pound man, that's 90 ounces of clean water, not soda, sugary drinks, or excessive coffee. Add a slice of lemon, cucumber, or mint for flavor if plain water feels bland. Eddie took this advice to heart, carrying a reusable water bottle and sipping throughout the day. Within 2 weeks, he reported clearer thinking, better sleep, and even stronger morning erections that had been absent for years. Hydration supports every other effort you're making to improve blood flow. Practical tip: set a reminder on your phone to drink a glass of water every 2 hours and keep a bottle by your desk or bedside to make it easy. 7. Sleep, the silent partner in recovery. Sleep is a vital but often neglected pillar of blood flow and sexual health. I once treated Mark, a 70-year-old who struggled with fatigue and poor performance despite a healthy lifestyle. He admitted to sleeping only 4 to 5 hours a night due to late-night television and restless habits. Lack of sleep disrupts your body's ability to regulate blood flow, hormones, and stress, directly impacting erectile function. During sleep, your body repairs blood vessels, balances hormones, and reduces inflammation, all of which support healthy circulation. Mark started prioritizing 7 to 8 hours of sleep by creating a bedtime routine, dimming lights, avoiding screens an hour before bed, and practicing relaxation techniques like reading or meditating. Within a month, he noticed improved energy, mood, and sexual responsiveness. Poor sleep can elevate cortisol and constrict blood vessels, while quality sleep promotes nitric oxide production and vascular health. Practical tip: create a sleep-friendly environment. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet, and aim for a consistent bedtime. If you struggle with sleep, try limiting caffeine after noon and consider a short evening walk to wind down. Conclusion: your journey to renewed vitality. For over 3 decades, I've worked with men in their 60s, 70s, and 80s who thought their best days were gone. They came to me with hesitation, sometimes shame, wondering if it was too late to feel vibrant again. My message to the man to you is clear. It's never too late to reclaim your vitality. Your sexual health and overall energy depend on healthy blood flow, not just age or hormones. The 7 pillars we've explored: ATE, supplements, exercise, herbs, stress management, hydration, and sleep form a powerful roadmap to restore circulation, confidence, and connection. Think of Carl, who found new energy with a handful of spinach; Roger, who rediscovered strength through short walks; Walter, who rekindled desire by managing stress; Eddie, who unlocked vitality with proper hydration, and Mark, who transformed his health with better sleep. These men didn't aim for perfection. They made small, consistent choices that rippled into every corner of their lives, from the bedroom to their relationships and beyond. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. Start with one change: a glass of water, a 10-minute walk, a moment of deep breathing, or an extra hour of sleep. Each step builds momentum. You have the knowledge and the tools to know it's time to act. Type 1 in the comments if you're ready to take that first step, and let me know how I can support you. Subscribe and hit the notification bell for more practical, doctor-backed strategies to fuel your health journey. I'm here with you every step of the way.